But it's important, really, this particular moon to be mindful of what you're thinking and what you're feeling, because this particular one has a lot of power to manifest either consciously or unconsciously what you're thinking. So whatever's going on in your inner world can reflect, because this super full moon is a little bit volatile. It's in Aries, but it also has planets around it that are arguing. And again, I'm not an astrologer, but I do keep up on the new moon and the full moon and what's going on there. So just to let you know that it can be a little bit volatile and emotions might be ranging and changing. So one minute you may feel a little bit up, and then the next minute a little bit down. But what this moon has the power to do is transform. So it could be pushing you through a discomfort zone. It's sort of like starting to exercise again. You know, after you haven't been and you know you need to, and you start to do it, and it's like, oh, wow, I walked that extra half mile, or I'm lifting weights and my arms are sore, and it's like, wow, do I keep on going? Well, you know, if you keep on going, you eventually see the fruits of your labor. You see how your muscles are more defined, which muscles protect your bones, right? You start to feel healthier. Maybe your posture gets better, possibly want to eat healthier. So you know that if you keep pushing forward, that you will be pleased with the results. And that's really what this full moon is about. It is really, in my mind, the power of transformation. So just make sure that you, I'm hearing for you guys, drink a lot of water, a lot of juices as well. But that just came up intuitively. So just make sure that you're doing that. Stay grounded, and, you'll do fine. All right. So let's go on to your reading here. It was interesting with this second card, this Knight of Chalices. It didn't know whether to come up as reversed or straight up. So I'm going to talk about it both ways. But as you can see, 4 cards came up, and that has been the case for the mid-month readings. You guys are my 12th one, and at last, but of course not least. And every time I say I'm going to pull 3 cards, and for at least 6 or 7 of the astrological signs, 4 cards have come out. So I'm like, okay, go with it, right? Okay, so let's see what's going on for you guys. Well, the first card is the Queen of Wands. And she is a happy woman in her home. This could be a man or woman. Actually, this is a fire sign, so this very well could be you, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And this is a woman who's been very creative with what she's done in her life. And I say creative ideas. She may have been an artist. She may have been a painter, but she's very innovative. She's also very loving and giving, and you can see how her house is surrounded by, she has the purple flowers here. She feels very good and very generous. I don't usually get that word with her, but she is generous. And she a little bit reminds me of, whether you like her or not, or do or don't, of like a Paula Deen or a Martha Stewart. She's creative, she's been successful, but her motives have been to serve other people. So this comes up for you right off the bat, Sagittarius. I am feeling like some of this is really about your house and your home. I love the yellow bird here. So all very optimistic. She's very optimistic. She has on the color yellow. So, and the bird is yellow. These are complementary colors. So I just feel like this is you about your home. You're feeling good about your work and some ideas that you have around your work. Well, the next card, okay, so let's talk about this. This is the Knight of Chalices. This is upright. And upright, this card has to do with someone who would be a water sign, Sun, Moon, or Rising, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. And usually it's the last one when I hesitate. A lot of times that's the one. But again, be open to one of the water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And this is a very romantic card, a very almost not grounded type of card. This person has illusions, and not bad, but just grandeur illusions of love and romance, and feeling very happy and cheerful and wanting to give to other people. As you can see, here's the stones, and there are more cups available. And so it feels like he's adding to his wealth of emotion. So some of you may feel like this is the card upright, because I'm feeling like this could go for any of you guys, or reverse or upright. I'm going to read it both ways. This could be someone in your life that you're married to that is a water sign, or that you have a relationship with, or that comes into your life that you haven't met before, and you run into. It's one of those, wow, that was out of the blue, at a party at a friend's house, and so this could be a romantic situation. It could be just loving where you are right now, having the feelings of love and commitment to the people that you're with. This guy can be a little bit overly emotional, but it's okay. In reverse, for the other part of you, what I'm really noticing here when I look at this card in reverse is my eyes went straight towards the sky, which is actually here at the bottom in reverse. So there's a feeling of water. So a feeling more emotional maybe for some of you Sagittarians. What would that be about? I'll pull some clarification cards. It is next to the Queen of Wands. Let's see. And the tree is standing out for me as well. Okay, so it could be also too about grounding yourself, because I'm really noticing how the roots in the tree are connected to the earth, and even what I would view as like water now, there are roots below the earth. So it may be some of you feel like you need to really ground. Maybe you've been working and you've been having a good time though too. I feel like some of you have taken some time off to maybe play. It could be that some of you have overdone it on the food, alcohol, the party favors type of deal. But this could go either way. It could go that you need to get grounded, and you will do that, because I'm looking at the next card. Or upright, it could be a romantic partner. So like I said, I was conflicted of which way to go to talk about, so I'm going to talk about both, which I did. The other thing I'm seeing is the orange in through here. So the orange and then the blue. The orange talks about second chakra stuff. So it may be too that you're noticing your intuition. Maybe that you're noticing intuitive hits, and to follow up on those. Because this for some reason, this card, when it came up to me, it felt for you guys, and this doesn't usually come up, it felt sort of out there, sort of dreamy, sort of spacey, sort of psychic or spiritual, but not as like the number 4, which I would call the very practical number in numerology. This is more like a 7 or a 9 who's or even a 3, the odd or the uneven numbers that are looking for more than just our earthly material goods. So whichever Sagittarius you are, we'll go with that. And this way too, in reverse, this horse is looking at this woman who is very grounded. So it may be that this is you, and you just want to stay in that particular, they really are looking at each other, or this horse is her. Or you may want to take some time off. You want to take some playtime because you feel successful. And with the next card is the Knight of Wands, or excuse me, the Knight of Pentacles. It's interesting I said Knight of Wands because the Wands card, Wands are about our work and what we do in this world, our creative inspiration. The Pentacles, of course, are about the money we make from our creative inspiration, from our work. So if you take a look at this, you're very set in your ways here, but you're ready for new adventures. This could possibly mean some of you are open to some exciting new opportunities that you've been exploring, that you're ready to take off with. I am hearing the planet of Mars, so I don't know if it's in Sagittarius. I think it has been near. So that's, of course, a very driven planet. So I feel like a lot of you are really taking opportunities to gear up your money, to really get active with your money, partnerships, relationships, do a couple little things you haven't done before. If you own your own business, it could be, again, something on the internet to promote yourself that you find delightful, that you find enjoyable. And it's this, oh wow, okay, so you have 2 horses in your readings, in your reading. Interesting. Well, you have 2 knights. So you have 2 knights. So the knights stand for people that are, the knights are not the kings yet. So the king is settled. He's done everything in his life. He's just very giving. Most kings are. The kings are mentors, advisors, that sort of thing. The knights are still on their journey, and they're not the pages anymore. The pages are the youth and the start of that. But now they're the knights. And so you could say, if you wanted to age-wise, anywhere from, 18 to 50 or 60, still the working years. So this is all about your work, and the 2 horses to me represent guidance, strength. Horses are strength, and yet they're gentle and quiet at the same time. So this maybe could be your animal totem for the month, right? Okay, all right, Sagittarius. And the last card of the month is the 5 of Chalices. Okay, well, this card came up a minute ago in a different deck as a clarification card, but this card came up for you guys as one of the main cards. So the 5 of Chalices is about our emotions and about situations in our life that haven't worked out, and it's like crying over spilt milk. And it can be anything from a relationship or work that didn't work out, or a contract that we thought we were going to get and we didn't get, or we thought we were going to have a new client and that new client didn't work out, or just a little bit of a disappointment. And again, it can be in the love department because this is about our cups, but it also can be something that we love to do that didn't work out. And as you can see here, the tree has no leaves. It's a little bit scraggly looking. But there is light out on this meadow, so she would just turn around and look at the light and look at the 3 cups that are full. Then she'd realize that she does have a lot of blessings. So I guess the caution here is to, anything that hasn't worked out is to don't focus on it. It's just not, well, first of all, it doesn't make for success, does it? So optimism creates optimism, negativity creates negativity. So anything, whether it's big or small in your life that's not worked out exactly like you want, this is just more of a caution card to say don't focus on it, because you get tired of thinking about it. Other people, if you're talking to anybody about it, people get tired of hearing. So just look at the good, because the next card would be the 6 of Chalices, and the 6 of Chalices would be just, happy about your home, happy about who you are, your celebration, success. So all she needs to turn around to do is to turn around and go there, and she'll get to the Six of Chalices. So just, again, a caution card not to focus on what hasn't gone right, because you have here some awesome cards. Even this one in reverse, you have this Queen, which I feel like is you men too. This could be a man or woman. So you're really excited, and this is the Queen. So the Queen is the one who has mastered her experience. She has mastered her job. She is creative and giving to others because, again, she has mastered it. But you're looking for new horizons too, and you're going to have some available to you. This Knight's either going to be a romantic person, or maybe a romantic person didn't work out, and that's what this crying over spilt milk is about. This could go a couple ways depending on, which Sagittarian you are.